I drive to Disneyworld every week. It is a 800-mile round trip for me and takes about 6 hours going each way. I travel a few state highways, but the majority of the driving is done on Interstate 10, Interstate 75, and the Florida Turnpike. I have learned a few things that make this trip easier for me and want to share them with you. I use a few different apps to help me drive safely and efficiently. I will explain each app towards the end of the video, so watch through for more details. The primary app I use is Florida 511. It shows in real time road closures, accidents, and other issues with Florida roads. I also use Waze, to which helps predict slowdowns and also makes me more aware of law enforcement. I also use the Florida Highway Patrol's live map, which gives basically the same information as Florida 511. I choose Google Maps for navigation, though I really do not need it for most trips. I find using both Google Maps and Waze while comparing their estimate arrival times gives me a good heads up on emerging traffic delays. In inclement weather, I also use WeatherBug for the live radar function. Other apps that provide live radar, such as the Weather Channel, are good choices as well. Seeing exactly where the rain is and how intense the storm is lets me adjust my driving to be as safe as possible. Florida weather is very unpredictable. The forecast can call for thunderstorms all day, but you may only see them in isolated pockets throughout the state. The storms often move quickly, with weather conditions changing in minutes. In poor visibility conditions, I always turn on my hazard lights, as many Florida drivers do not slow down for bad weather, and I want to give them every chance to see me. Florida 511 is the main app I use. Driving each trip, I use the web version instead of the downloadable app because the app will not let you use it when the vehicle is moving. Kinda defeats the purpose, but at least the web version works. Florida 511 shows in real time any delays on Florida roadways. It also shows traffic speed, using the predictable green is good and red is bad colors. I keep this app open the entire time I am driving and use it to make decisions on taking alternate routes when traffic gets really bad. If you have a second person to help monitor the Florida 511 information, they can actually click on each incident, and for most major roads, you can access a live camera feed to show you exactly what is happening for that incident. This is a really good feature. Waze is a really good app to have. Not only will it provide navigation to your destination, but it also is very good at providing updates for road and traffic issues. Since each person using the app can report traffic issues, it works very well on the busy Florida interstates and turnpikes. While I do not consider myself a person that speeds a lot, I do try to keep up with the main flow of traffic. In Florida, this means you are speeding most of the time. Florida drivers want to get where they are going, and to keep up means you could get a traffic citation for speeding. Between Waze and my radar detector, I feel confident that I can stay aware of my surroundings and not risk a speeding ticket just for going with the flow of traffic. On the topic of speed, I recommend keeping a safe distance between you and the car ahead of you. This means you will be passed a lot and someone will always be pulling into your safety gap. It is just how Florida roads operate, so be patient and kind if you can. The Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles website is one I refer to only when stopped. If you have a passenger to navigate, they could use it safely, but the print on the screen is very small, and I find it too distracting to try to read when I am driving. The site is good for getting more details on road issues, but I have found the information is also available in the Florida 511 website, which is much easier to see and read. If you touch any of the icons on the map, you will get a pop-up. You can zoom in by simply tapping the screen and see exactly where this incident is located. Also, you can see a list of incidents at the bottom of the page, and clicking on any incident brings up the map location. For detailed information on an incident, this is a useful tool. Any weather app that has live radar can be a useful tool for driving in Florida. I use WeatherBug and it is free, but there are many others. Driving in heavy rain and wind in Florida is dangerous, not just because of road conditions, but also because of other drivers making it dangerous. Do be careful and watch out for yourself.